since the last time we met, officially added Josh and Cyrus to the roster. So really in both cases, those two guys have done about as much as they can do in the few days they've been here. Josh is he's a smart kid. He's worked hard. He's picked up a lot.
What's up, guys? Courtney Cox here, and welcome into the Nesson Digital Studio for another episode of Patriots Now. A tough start to the week with the 31-20 loss to the Jaguars, followed by a huge addition. Yeah, Josh Gordon. Ever heard of him? The former Cleveland Brown wide receiver has been targeted 346 times and has 180 receptions for over 3,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. But he has had some off-the-field troubles. Gordon missed 57 of a possible 98 games that he could have played in for the Browns during his 6+ years in Cleveland. But on the other hand, he has worked with 7 quarterbacks in his career, and none of them come close to what he'll have in number 8.
Really, been eager to get in there and learn everything we're doing, and just try to acclimate himself to what the program is. I mean, look, he's been here for a few days, so we're working at it every day, and every day you try to make improvements. I mean, we're out there, everyone is out there is working hard, trying to practice, doing whatever they need to do to, understand the playbook, to understand routes, understand how we do things.
So Brady is his new QB1, and we're guessing that Flash Gordon is pretty happy about it. Those 7 QBs that we mentioned, yeah, you may have heard of them, but not exactly for the right reasons. Brandon Weeden, Jason Campbell, current Pats backup Brian Hoyer, Deshaun Kaiser, Johnny Manziel, Thaddeus Lewis, and Tyrod Taylor. Combined, these QBs have 117 less career wins than TB12 and 77 more career losses. As you can see, Brady's TD to interception ratio is just a little bit better as well, and don't even get us started on the playoff numbers. Okay, so we are hoping that the addition of number 10, aka Josh Gordon, will help the Pats get things going. After a tough show in Jacksonville, the Pats hit the road again to take on old friend Matt Patricia, and of course, the Detroit Lions. Patricia was a coach on the Patriots from 2004 to 2017 and held the title of defensive coordinator from 2012 until his departure. So you best believe he is remembered fondly in Foxboro.
Matty P's a great coach. He's always got a good game plan, and he's going to do things to try to attack us. And he's a great coach, so it's definitely going to be a challenge.
Nobody knows us better than Matt does. It's worked against our offense.
He knows us pretty good. I mean, we obviously know that defense. We practiced against it for a long time, so it'll come down to execution. I think, he's a great coach. He'll have those guys ready to play.
But Matty P isn't off to the best start in the Motor City. His Lions are 0-2 and are surrendering 39 points per game so far, and now they'll likely be without star cornerback Darius Slay, who is doubtful for Sunday. So despite the loss to the Jags, things might be looking up for the Pats. And to continue our upward trend, we've got Doug Kyde to answer your questions in this week's Patriots Mailbag.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First question comes from Hunter the Punter, who asks, predict Josh Gordon's stat line this Sunday? I don't expect much from Josh Gordon. I think that the most accurate guess that I could give would be like 1 catch on 2 targets, maybe like 18 or 20 yards. I'm really not expecting too much out of Josh Gordon in week 1 because he's got a lot to learn in these few days that he's trying to learn the Patriots offense. He's also dealing with a hamstring injury that left him limited early in the week in practice, so we'll see how he's feeling. We'll see if he's even active for this game, but if he does play, I'm probably expecting somewhere between like 5 to 15 offensive snaps. I could see Tom Brady targeting him once or twice and him hauling in at least 1 catch. Second question here comes from Ega, who asks, is it me or has Dante Hightower lost a step or two? He seems in slow motion when on the field. Still not totally ready to panic over Dante Hightower because I see what you're seeing, but it's only occasionally that Dante Hightower looks slow on the field. I think otherwise he does look like himself. But if Dante Hightower is slowing down at all, then I think the Patriots could fix that issue a little bit, and they could fix other issues on their defense by actually moving him to either defensive end or outside linebacker and having him rush the passer more. The Patriots in week 1 were great rushing the passer. Week 2, they couldn't rush the passer at all. In week 2, they were really struggling to set the edge in the run game when Trey Flowers was out of the game. Dante Hightower certainly can set an edge. He's a good blitzer, And if he has lost a step or two, if he's not as fast as he used to be, that will definitely show up less if he's rushing the passer rather than dropping back into coverage and covering the run game. If you've got a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kide using the hashtag MailDog, and I'll answer it.
Okay, I feel better. Do you feel better? Enough with the old, on to the new. It's time to get your fantasy lineups right. That's right. Here's NESN.com's Darren Hartwell with who you should start and who you should sit in Week 3 of this NFL season.
Thanks, Courtney. Let's cut to the chase. If you're watching this, you're probably wondering whether you should start Josh Gordon in fantasy this week. I am on the Gordon hype train, but the short answer here is no. At best, I think Gordon could catch a deep pass or two from Tom Brady, but the more likely scenario is that he plays limited snaps while getting his feet wet in a new offense. So he's just too risky of a play. Now that we've addressed that, there are actually several great fantasy options on the Patriots this week. Brady and Gronk are must-starts, of course, but the Lions currently own the NFL's worst run defense, so Rex Burkhead and James White both are strong plays. I'm also starting receivers Chris Hogan and Philip Dorsett, who should find plenty of room to operate against a leaky secondary that could be without top cornerback Darius Slay. On Detroit's side, I like Matthew Stafford this week. You saw what Blake Bortles did to the Patriots after Trey Flowers and Patrick Chung went down last week, and there's a good chance both don't play this Sunday. I also think all three of the Lions' top wideouts, that's Golden Tate, Marvin Jones, and Kenny Golladay, are worthy fantasy plays, as this offense has virtually no running game, so it should be passing a lot. I'm Darren Hartwell, and that's your Fantasy Football Minute from Foxboro.
Now, before we let you go, we got to update you on our hobbled Pats. Yeah, not great news here. Most everyone knows about Josh Gordon's hamstring. He didn't play in Week 2 for the Browns and has been a limited participant since coming to New England. But unfortunately, there is more to the injury report. Patrick Chung and Trey Flowers have not practiced due to concussions, and an eye-raising entry onto the list, tight end Rob Gronkowski listed as limited with an ankle injury, but he is expected to play versus the Lions. All right, that will do it for this episode of Patriots Now. Thanks so much for tuning in. Get all your Patriots game day coverage at NESN.com/Patriots, and we will see you next time. Game time Sunday is 8:20 p.m. Go Pats. Bye, guys.